What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Just Jordan, coming live from the garage studio once again. Again, this is where we'll be doing the podcast for the next little while. Please excuse me as I check my mic every once in a while to make sure that it's still working. We had some troubles with the last video, but people also liked how truthful I was in the last video about my experience with the university. But I'm not going to get too heavy into that. We got a whole bunch to talk about today. Um, today's will be this podcast will be interesting too because there'll be two parts to it. There'll be what I record today and kind of what I record tomorrow, and then you guys will see what happens. So today's Monday. Right now, this is the Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, and then when the podcast comes out Wednesday, you'll get the combination of the last 2 days. Why am I doing this? I'll kind of explain. So today, 2 days ago, Monday, from when you're listening, is the start of a new campaign and fundraiser that I'm starting to raise money so that I can continue to help support my sick mom. The goal is simple. If you don't know, actually, let's explain. My mom, for the last few years, gets these seizures once every 4 to 8 weeks, and for 7 to 14 days, she loses her memory and is in intense pain, and kind of needs help doing everything. And I love my mom, and I hate to see her like this, and she's going through so much. And I feel blessed that I have been able to be here for my family and help take care of her. However, it has been more and more difficult to balance those duties and making money. And I also need to be able to pay rent and groceries, um, and all those things as well. Um, uh, 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 it's been challenging. And, I love my mom, and I think it's an honor that I am able to take care of her. Um, she's taken care of me and all my siblings for so long. Um, and she's a wonderful, wonderful human who deserves the best. And it's unfortunate that she has to deal with these things. And it's tough and it's difficult, but that's why I'm doing this campaign. And then this money will go to supporting us, making sure that we're okay. Money's tight, and so it will give us just a little bit of room to breathe and to figure out our next steps as a family, moving forward. And it's not like I'm not out here actively, pushing it and driving and trying to make things work. And so I think this campaign will just really help and allow us to survive. It's as simple as that. I was gonna say get ahead, but we're not. It's not even that. It's just enough to get us by for a little while. And so what the campaign is over the next 30 days, or sorry, not 30 days, until August 31st, 2024, the goal is to sell 300 pre-orders of my album Olympus. So this money raised will go into the manufacturing of getting those bought and shipped out to everybody, and then the remaining of the profits will go into supporting my family. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Just so that I'm able to continue to look after my mom and take care of her and make sure that she's okay. Um, and pay for everything that we need, and all that. So on top of that, I am looking for corporate sponsors as well. So, anybody who kind of fits into this realm of better art and healthier people will change the world. So, I'm looking for local businesses. I'm looking for a couple smaller businesses and a couple larger businesses. And I hope I'm going to turn. I think this is what's been popping. Sorry about that. So, I'm super confident. This campaign isn't just about the love of music. It's about the love of family and the beauty of community, you know. And I think when community comes together, um, it can do something special. So that's what I'm doing, and uh, I'll kind of explain why I'm so confident that we'll hit this number and what I'm going to do to it. So we got lots to talk about. So what I'm going to do to kind of explain. So this will be day one of the campaign. You can also follow along on TikTok. I'll be posting a daily video there, counting down the days until we finish the campaign, and keeping things all up to date. Again, you can go right into the video description below. Click the link; it will bring you right to my website, and you can pick up a vinyl, and it would mean the world today to me. And if you want to be a larger sponsor, both companies and businesses, we are offering that. And what you do is if you're the main sponsor, you get your logo placed on the back of the vinyl. And if you don't want, you want to be a supporting sponsor, you get your logo placed on the inside of the vinyl record, which is, both of those are pretty fucking sweet if you're asking me. Um, it's pretty cool to have a vinyl, especially if your logo's on it. So yeah, if you really want to be super supportive, please go pick up a vinyl. Please share the initial video that's on my channel now, or if you want to be a bigger sponsor, of course you can do it that way as well. Uh, so today I'll be kind of just going. Why I wanted to record this first is this is kind of day one. This is a couple hours before the everything kind of initiates at 9 a.m. my time. Kind of everything starts going off. It's about 7 a.m. I woke up this morning, went for a walk, showered, kind of got myself ready. I wanted to shoot the first part of this podcast, and then I have some other things that I'm going to shoot. But I'll explain that in a minute. But I wanted to talk. That's why I wanted to do this. Is during the next 8-ish weeks, I'll be keeping y'all updated with how the fundraiser is going, and the highs, the lows, what I think I need to do better. And then what I think this will help is this, just like kind of my weight loss vlogs or my 1 meal a day vlogs that I've been doing for the last year. It's kind of helped and inspired people to get off their ass, eat a little bit better. Maybe these podcasts will be a way for people who are doing fundraisers or other campaigns, or other business related things, really in general. Kind of like a broad guideline to kind of get started. And so I hope to offer at least some value through that as well, and have this set of podcasts be beneficial, because really what the main goal, especially over the next 24 hours, is just to get eyes on the campaign. We need to get about 50 vinyl records sold every week, and I would like to pick up a brand new sponsor every week. Those are the goals. So, uh, this week, we already have 30 albums already pre-sold. I've been trying to do a pre-order campaign for the longest time, but I'm like, okay, you know what? We really need a final push. Sorry about that. We really need a final push. I need this money ASAP for the fam. Things are changing, and whatnot. Urgency is coming. I really need a big push. The family really needs this, or I'm not going to be able to continue to be here to support my mom. I just don't, So there's not another option for me right now. So it's this is what it is. This is what it is. This is why it's so real. And so, and I'm trying to do things. Yeah, I would love if I got $100,000 from sponsorships and this was over ASAP. But I'm being realistic. We're going for about 50 albums a week, one sponsor every week. And this is what the first week I think is going to look like. I hope to get, if we can get some shares from the initial video, some likes, some comments, just some engagement. Boom. That's what I'm hoping for. Just getting some reach. We're also going to start reaching out to, and by we I mean me and my mom. My mom is my second in command here. She's also working on sending my music out for sync. We're talking with a whole bunch of different sync um, people to get my music placed in films and things like that. Um, but again, that's stuff we're working on. That's kind of taking a little bit longer than than something like this. So that's the longer term plan. My mom also helps me with radio send outs and things like that as well. But right now we're focused on this campaign. So uh, we hope to get some news, some radio. Again, just building. This first week, first 2 weeks. I just hope to uh, um, get eyeballs on this stuff. And on top of that, man, this light's gonna keep turning on and off, but that's okay. That's what happens when we don't got a lot. Again, we don't have a lot of high budget stuff. I got $50 lights from Amazon. This might cost me $50 from Amazon. We don't got expensive things, but we make everything work. This laptop I'm using is from like 2012. It's on its last ass legs, but I still am producing high quality music and content and videos off of these things. I make do with whatever I can for as long as I can. Anyways, so um, again, this is why this video is gonna be cool because this is the first day and you'll see the second day, and we'll see because we'll have to make adjustments. We'll have to. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be difficult. This is a lot of money. I understand, but it's also not a lot of money. People are very giving. People have tons of resources, and people care. And so I think, it's a fucking sick album. My album's dope. Just the album cover is sick. Anyways, so that's what this week is. Today, the goal is hopefully to get that video out and just get a whole bunch of shares. I'll also be posting, again, like I said, on TikTok every day, kind of catching up. Okay, this is what we're doing. Day one of the campaign, day two of the campaign. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, on top of radio, on top of the news. I hope to get on the news and tell this story, and hopefully again have another thing just to get eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. Um, so yeah, that's the goal. The goal this week: 50 album sales, a ton of view. Well, this first 24 hours, because that's what it's about. This first 24 hours is just to get some shares, some likes, some views on the initial video cross platform, and then we'll see how that goes over the first 24 hours. And then today, what I plan on doing is every week, I have 20 companies that I'm targeting, and I'm going to make individual video pitches for each one of those companies. So after I'm done filming this podcast, that's what I will do for the next several hours is make a couple videos and then get those sent off. So we're creating a lot of content and a lot of personal. Um, Dang it, man. That's okay. I'll keep turning this on. Actually, hold on one second. Let me see if I can get a. Oh, now they're both off. uh, Here we go. Okay, hopefully we'll see how it goes. Um, um, yeah, so I'm excited. I've been planning, and so that's the goal. So for we'll see how things go. I have a lot of friends that own businesses. I have So this is what I'll say. Why do why do I think I can hit this goal, and why am I confident? And I'll explain why. One, I've fundraised for other causes a ton, a ton. I've raised tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars through all of the fundraisers I've done throughout my adult years. Tons and tons of fitness fundraisers, tons of music fundraisers. I've volunteered my time. I've been both part of the campaigns and just acts, or I've performed musically for fundraisers. I've performed boot camps for fundraisers. I've organized fundraisers. So I've done this for so many things in the past to help raise funds for local things, for big things, all kinds of fitness and health and music and all kinds of related things. So this one's huge, and this one is for my family. And so you know, I think that's why. I think I'm tapped into the community. I think for the most part, um, people will understand, and I hope I hope you know people will see the value in this. And that's another thing too. Um, I've so not only have I worked these fundraisers, I've worked with lots of corporate sponsors over the years as well, whether it's for music stuff, again, whether it's for fundraising stuff, whether it's for other business related things. I've been on sponsored tours. I've been on all kinds of stuff with sponsorships. So, and this is a cool one, man. This is like, when is your company ever gonna be able to do sponsor something like this, where you both get into the art and kind of into this health sphere while supporting, and you get this really cool, you get associated with such one of the best pieces of art ever coming out of Edmonton. For one, that's just bar none. Like, one of the best pieces of art coming out of this province, if not the entire country. And your logo, your company gets associated with that. Not only that, associated with such a positive brand, such an impactful brand. Just Jordan, better art and healthier people change the world. That's the vision of my company. That's what PPM is all about. That's what Just Jordan is all about. So, and then to have your logo placed either on the back, when if you become the head sponsor and you get the logo on the back, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. To have your name associated with a piece of art like that is amazing. I know to even be creating a vinyl is one of the most significant things I've ever done in my life. Even when I've created a CD for my last album, I like and I've talked about this before, the physical aspect of, because I'm a songwriter. A lot of what I make is not physical. A lot of what I make is a intangible thing. It's words on paper, but it's not even the words on the paper. It's the words themselves, and it's the melodies and the instrumentals, and it's all not tangible. And having a CD like my first one, Life, that's on the wall over there, or my EP, which is also a CD, uh, uh, Good People. Do I have those available right here? Oh yeah. You know, my first album, Life, bruh. My first album, Life. This is amazing. What a beautiful thing. And then my EP, Good People. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look how gorgeous that is. And then to be associated, this is when the company, before the company used to be called Prime Purpose Music, but now it's called Prime Purpose Movement. Um, Beautiful, beautiful projects there. And so then this next one, the limited edition, only 1,000 of those are going to be made. And then a head sponsor gets the logo on the back, and then a supporting sponsor gets their logo on the inside of the sheets. And then you're gonna get your logo in front of 1,000 people who are gonna be super engaged, who are going to look at that vinyl. Like, I look at my set of vinyls over there. They're kind of off screen, but they're right there. And I rotate my vinyls every single day or every second day, so that new one is at the front, because I love looking at my vinyls, and I love the covers, and I love picking them up, and I love showing my friends. So your logo is going to be looked at by thousands of people, and you're going to be associated with such a positive brand and such a positive impact for decades and decades to come. So that's why. And now And that's why I feel like I'm going to be that's why I think we're going to succeed at this. This is a team effort. This takes the community. This takes everything that I got. This takes all of my skills that I've accumulated over the years. And it's one huge, big fucking push, you know? And I've spent so many years creating content, getting better at sales. You know, it's not like I haven't sold music before. It's not like I haven't sold tickets before. And it's not, and another thing, it's not, it's also that I've failed. And I've failed huge on some of these big campaigns before, not fundraising campaigns, but other past campaigns, huge failures. And I no longer let those affect me because I learned so much from those times. And now I'm putting it all into this. I'm putting in the social media strategies. I'm putting in you know, reaching out for sponsorships and all of those things. Doesn't even want to turn on anymore. Anyways, so that's why. That's why I think um that this is going to be successful. Again, this is day one. This is before kind of the calm before the storm. We're going to get everything going actually right after this podcast. Things will be starting to be posted, things will be going out. And then while, so very first thing was to record this podcast before things started being released, just because I wanted to capture what my thoughts and hopes are for this whole thing. You know, and it's again, it's 300 vinyls by August 31st with some corporate sponsors behind it. If we could sell all 1,000, that would be the real goal. If we could sell all 1,000 of these records by that time, the pre-orders for that, man, that would impact my family's lives in such a positive way. You know, I would be able to take care of my family and figure things out and invest in myself and make sure that we got income coming in and that everyone's taken care of. You know, that's the huge goal. That's the huge goal. That's why we really pushing. So we'll see how this all goes. I am super excited. So please, if you're listening now, share this video. Share the main video that's on my YouTube, on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's everywhere. Share the links, whatever. Buy the vinyls. If you got companies that you think would love to be a part of this, comment them down below. You know, I'll send them personal pitches. Again, if anyone wants to have a personal large donation, let me know, because you will be thanked personally in the vinyls if that's something you choose to do as well. Um, yeah. All right. I think that's everything for right now. But this isn't the end of the podcast. This is only the end of the day one. And I hope, yeah, again, if we can get 10 vinyls done by the end of today, and just a bunch of eyeballs. I mean, essentially, that's the biggest thing that I want today is eyeballs on the content, people liking, commenting, and sharing the content. I just need it to get out. I just need it to get out. This is a game. I know there's a ton of people that want to support and have beautiful hearts and are able to support. I just need to go find them. And that's what I'm trying to do. Over these next 60 days, that's what I'm trying to do. All right. I have other things I need to get done, but I will catch up with y'all in 24 hours and let you know how everything goes. All right. More love, more success. So, right after I finished recording that, my phone fell off the tripod and broke my microphone. So, I now need to find a solution to that. We already we're already facing difficulties in day one. That's all right though. That's all right. We'll figure something out. Ah, damn it. All right, you beautiful. Ah, the light is off already. That's all right. We learned from last time. Let's also make sure that I press record. I've been shooting and making so much content even within the last 24 hours, but it's paying off. All right, so we are officially 24 hours into the campaign, and man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Why? The first 24 hours of the campaign went great. If we can keep doing what we did in the first 24 hours every day for the next, whatever, 50-ish days, we'll hit our goal for sure. We did $300 in sales last night. We also got a bunch of shares on social media. Not that we went viral or anything, but we had a whole bunch of people, especially on Facebook, especially on Instagram, share the video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on my YouTube channel or on any of my social medias. The initial video. I'm so glad. I put a lot of time and effort into that video in hopes just for that people would hit them in the feels, and it would just make them aware of the situation and what I'm trying to do. And I also got a shout out. So not only did we get a bunch of shares, but we also Alberta Music reached out to me almost right away because they saw the post, and shout out Ezra. Same as me is her MC name, her artist name, I guess I should say, because she also does pop. They saw it. They're like, hey, we'd love to throw you in the newsletter, help you sell some more records. And I was like, yes, thank you so much. So so we got that. We got a bunch of shares, and we got some sales, which at the end of the day are the most important thing. So boom, right off the gate, we had a bunch of people come visit the website. We got a couple of sales, and honestly, if we can keep that going, even if we can get 10 more vinyls sold by the end of the week, that's going to be a huge first week. And then let's fucking build from there, 10, and then 20 next week, 30, and then 50. We'll hit this no problem. Also, we have started reaching out to sponsors already. This might take a little bit longer. I also had the idea of, I pitched the vinyl to the Edmonton Public Library. I asked if they would like to buy. They got 21 locations. I was like, hey man, would you guys like to buy 21 of these and throw one of them up at each of your locations? I thought that would be a really good idea. Not only are you supporting an artist, but you're supporting this fundraiser, you're supporting the community, all by, you're gonna buy vinyl records to put in this anyways, in these locations anyway, so why not do something that has this huge positive effect? So just trying to come up with clever ideas like that to sell huge chunks, because I know most people, buying one means a lot. I only need 300 people to buy one. That's it. I only need 300 people to buy one. But I also only need 20 companies to buy 15, and that's nothing. So that's where we're at today. I'll be pitching right after I'm done doing this podcast. I will start pitching more companies, and because it's cool, man. What these companies get is I'm gonna give them the back of the vinyl. Essentially, I'm gonna give them the back of the vinyl to put their logo on. If they're the head sponsor, if they're just a supporting sponsor, not just a supporting sponsor, but if they're a supporting sponsor, they'll get their they'll get their logo placed inside of the vinyl. And one thing that people need to understand is these vinyls are going to be around for forever. So this is going to be your brand is going to be showcased in people's homes for forever. So it's an incredible deal. So that's one thing. We'll reach out to news, radio, and all that. So then a lot of the content I'll be creating will be around this, TikToks, the podcast for a little while. Um, yeah, things are going fantastically so far. The first 24 hours, I couldn't have asked pretty much for anything better. You know, it's not like I'm expecting any kind of like unicorn moment or like, oh my God, we sold 300 records overnight. I understood it's going to be a grind. That's why I gave myself kind of like that 2 months. You know, I've been working on this um, for a little while now, and I really grinded it, kind of put all the pieces together of it last week. Um, the week before that, my mom had a seizures, so I was kind of like doing that for a while, taking care of her. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. The YouTube channel is growing as well, so appreciate everyone for that. We got a lot of work to do if this is all going to come together at the end, but I'm optimistic. Oh, and also I was bummed, man. As soon as I was finished recording the part 1 of this podcast yesterday, the tripod tipped over and it broke my other microphone. However, my dad had a great idea of just using the Apple earphones. So I hope the audio is coming through pretty good. I'm sure it will. So that's super hype. So we got those problems fixed. So yeah, if I can keep going, if we can hit, if we can do what we did last night for the rest of the week, I'll be super happy. Man, this light. I'm kind of jacked up on caffeine right now. I've been getting up, so I get up every morning. I go for a walk. It's super hot here too right now. It's really hot. So I wake up, go for a walk outside, take a shower, and then post something on TikTok or whatever. Check the website, and then I came here to shoot the podcast. Right after this, I'll spend the next 4 hours sending off sponsorship proposals, and then and while I'm doing that, my mom will be sending off the press release to radio, local news, and I've also reached out to a couple places like the Edmonton Arts Council. I worked for them for just maybe a month, a couple weeks really. Man, I need to eventually get a new life, but that's not a go-to right now. So I reached out to the Edmonton Arts Council because Alberta music was so awesome. So I thought maybe I can get some support from the Edmonton Arts Council. I haven't heard from them back yet, but that's okay. People are busy. There's lots going on. And I also reached out to Alberta Caregivers. I was hoping that they could, either provide some support, become a sponsor. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be reaching out to some pharmaceutical companies and things of that nature today, and we'll see how things go, man. It's a hustle, it's a grind. If you haven't, please pick up a vinyl today, or come on, bro. It's like keeps. But I think that's everything for right now. Yeah, we got a few more sales, so we're up to 32 records pre-ordered, and or 32, so long ways to go. And I think that's everything for right now. Yeah, man, this will be a grind. We'll see. I'm excited to kind of keep this kind of video, because by the time this podcast comes out next week, it'll be 1 week into the campaign. And so, hopefully we're sitting at that 350 mark for vinyl sales. And hopefully, yeah, if we can be sitting over there at that like that would be super dope. But anyways, all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. That's the goal for right now. Let's get some motherfucking vinyl sold. Let's save Ma. All right. more love, more success. I hope you have a beautiful week. And please like, share, comment, subscribe.